Each night this week, I'm going to be joined by people from different creative backgrounds to share their view of Chelsea. And tonight, the designers Wayne and Gerardine Hemingway are my guests. Now, it's very nice to see both of you here at Chelsea, but you're no strangers, are you? You've exhibited here, you've shown.
Yeah, we had our show garden here in 2009, working with Gateshead Council. It was only a small plot within the pavilion, but it was our take on a community garden, which was more than garden. It was about exercise and getting out there and getting involved in an allotment environment.
Yeah, we were doing a housing development, and it's halfway through a housing development called Estates in Gateshead, and we wanted to design something with the council that could be lifted and used back in the community, because we've always known, and one of the big things about the housing that we do is the importance of having outdoor space, especially now that, you know, in Britain house sizes are so small. You've got to be able to get outside, you've got to have that release. So coming here, you can see all new ideas and all these compact gardens, and it's very useful as inspiration for designers, not just landscape designers, not just for gardeners. It's, you know, for all sorts of design. There's plenty of inspiration.
I know that you're keen gardeners, aren't you? It's not just professional interests. You have a beautiful garden and you love it.
Yeah, I mean, you know, as a family, we can't wait to get outside all the time. We've got a beautiful house, but having a house that flows into the garden, and, you know, and Gerardine has delivered us, you know, a wonderful life by having this. You know, she's designed this house and this garden that the family's just flowed out into.
Yeah. Well, it's an extension of the house. Right. You know, we've got lots of going on there, haven't we? From the barbecue area to.
You know, and all our kids have grown up that as soon as the weather's fine, they'll want to come back, and it's not to come back and slob around in a house in front of television. It's to get out in that garden and to eat and to play and to relive their youth.
So when you come to Chelsea, as professional designers and as gardeners, what are you looking for?
What do you look for then?
Well, I look at the garden, the planting schemes and the colour things that are going through, but I think I look for, I'm not sure if I look for as much inspiration, but as sometimes things, maybe you could do things better. I don't know.
I mean, that's very Gerardine, you know, and I suppose it's very designers. We have a philosophy about design is about improving things that matter in life. Now, this matters. The things that are talked about and that are exhibited here matters in life an awful lot. So as you're naturally critics, and you go around and you start to say, well, that could be done like that, or that feels a little bit old-fashioned. Or...
Are you talking about the individual gardens and things, or the whole show? The way
individual gardens, right. I think.
But you look at everything.
Yeah.
I mean, I look at the whole show. I look at the restaurants, and I think, well, this could be done a bit better. And you know, I look at the menu. But that's the way that you are as designers. So you look at this as a show as a whole. I do. But so you're concentrating more because of your love of plants and of gardens. And I'm looking at it and I'm looking at what people are wearing. I'm quite like your denim suit today, sir.
That's very, very good. So you're thinking this in a very holistic way. You're focusing in, and presumably that's the way you work together.
Yes.
You complement each other.
Yeah.
Do you think any one designer can apply themselves across the whole board? The crossover, you know, can garden design relate to clothes and that sort of thing? Does it affect each other?
Well, very much so, I think. Yeah. I mean, if you're a creative person, you're thinking about everything. You know, you'll know as a creative person that you're walking down the street and you'll think, well, look at that. There could be a cycle route there to make it safer. And then you'll see a front garden and you'll think, well, that could be done like that. Then you'll see somebody's hairstyle and you'll think, well, I quite fancy that next time. When you've got that creative eye, it's everything, isn't it?
Yeah.
You look at life in that way.
Well, I'll tell you what, I'd like you to look at the show in that way, have a walk round, and then we'll see what you make of it.
Yeah.
Okay. Now,